How you doing? Dr. Ulysses Jackson. Welcome back to another informational discussion on the importance of having positive peer support. The purpose of why I'm doing this is because I just think it's relevant to the importance of our mental and our physical health and our state of being. Today's topic we're going to discuss on Mental Health Monday is the importance of having positive support network. That goes a long way. That goes as far as your career, as far as your family association, traveling, your affiliation with other organizations. So having that support network, a positive support network, is very important. So how does having a support network really tie in with Mental Health Mondays? It goes back to when people say things when we were younger, you are what you eat. So if that be the case, right, that I am what I eat, and I am who I associate with, when we was younger, our parents would tell us things like, I could tell you who you are by the people that you hang with. These weren't just parables, and these weren't just little sayings, that were just being discussed. These were things that put us in a certain category. And fast forward in today's times, we look, and I don't have to name them all, but if you with a certain color, they all hang together. If you with the blue, they all hang together. If you with the red, they all hang together. Very rarely, if ever, have I seen a NHL player hanging with an NBA player. So the association of who we associate with is very integral to who we are going to become. Usually golfers hang with other people that play golf. So your support network, look at it that way. For me, unfortunately, when I was coming up and trying to become a doctor in the field, I had no peer support. I had nobody that I could look up to who was a doctor and say, you know what, you're who I want to emulate. You're who somebody I want to be like. So first we have to define what is a support group to you. And each of us could have different perspectives of what this is. We could have different views of what this is, but in an all-around way, a support network is a group of people that share similar goals. We're on the football team. Our goal is to win a championship. We're on the basketball team. Our goal is to beat the other team. And you have positions, point guard, coach, head coach, shooting guard, forward. Everybody has a position in this network. And we come together daily in a common goal to help each other achieve something. That's what a support network is, in short. People that come together that share a common goal. So who is your support network? Who are you around? Who are you around today? And make sure this support network is positive, because if not, we're going to find ourselves paying for lawyers and going to these places that we really didn't want to be and things of that nature. So whether you're a man, woman, whatever, associate yourself with some people that really, really love you and can identify and support you. Regardless of your age, nationality, sexual gender, get with someone that's going to support you. I was just having a conversation the other day with someone that said, I have a very, very good friend. But the problem is, all of my friends aren't friends with the other person. And I was like, wow, that's kind of unfortunate, because that brings strife. That brings a problem. That brings issues. That brings where we're going to go out, right? And I got a best friend just named Kevin, right? And me and Kevin, we're going out. But my other friend Charles is there, and Charles don't like Kevin. That's going to bring tension, because it's almost like that's your friend. He's your guy. So I got to take this into consideration, and I might even do this. When I'm with Kevin, I'm not going to be with Charles. Or I'm not going to make them share the same room and the same situation because they just don't click. And it's been years and years and time, again and again, where I have discussions with people and I have to let them know, all of my friends aren't your friends, and vice versa. You might have some great people that you work with that when they see me, I just rub them the wrong way. They're just not into me. I'm repugnant. I can't stand him. So identify your support network. Identify the positive people that's in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be intricate in helping you grow. Like I got some friends that love me to death, but when they come around other guys that I'm cool with, me and him don't really click, and it's okay. And they can feel the same way about me. But it's up to me to catch this, identify this, and be able to move beyond this. I ain't got to be, yo, man, you know, your homeboys don't like me. I don't got to go there. I'm comfortable with me. And that's the big thing, man. Get real comfortable with being with yourself. So again, this Mental Health Mondays, we're discussing the importance of having positive support network, man. Because these are people that can help you get a job. If somebody really, really likes you and is pushing the ball for you, they might call me, hey, Doc, we're at this big hospital, we're at this convention, we have the keynote speaker, and we've been hearing what you're doing. Hey, come along. But when that calls to me, not to my friend might say, yeah, what's on? I'm gonna get dressed up. No, they didn't call you. They didn't call. Don't mean they don't like you. This ain't for you. This is for me. And vice versa. You know, and I've been in situations where a person would call one of my friends and say, yo, come through, we having this, and this. Come along. That's the code word for don't bring him. Or don't bring her. Or don't bring whoever else you're around, which is not a problem. Because I gotta find my lane. I gotta find what's comfortable for me. And when as the summer's here and the summer's approaching, I'm not getting mad at anybody for inviting me, uninviting me, or not inviting me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm comfortable with me. I have my peer support that's gonna tell me, yo, meet me in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Meet me in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Yo, meet us at the convention. So I know I can't go to every party. And as my partner, Paul used to tell me, he said, you know, when you go to a club, do you dance to every song? And I thought about it. Do I go dance to every song? No, every song's not mine. So why would you go to every party? Why would you be associated with everything that's moving and shaking? It's not gonna happen. You're gonna be invited to certain places with certain people doing certain things. So understanding the level of this network. And then have some people that if I do something crazy, call me out on my shit. Ulysses, what you did the other day, off the chain, off the hook, out of order, you shouldn't do that. Wasn't a good look, bro. That I can respect that. I don't need a bobblehead. Someone that every time they get around me, is just, yep, Ulysses, everything you did is right. Yep, everything you did is correct. I don't need a yes man. I need somebody that's gonna say, yo, that what you was gonna do the other day was the craziest thing in the world. Don't do that. Wasn't a good look. Because other than that, what support are you? You know what I'm saying? So today we have to say, what's the difference between having a good support group and a bad support group? Bad support group is, yo, you got drunk and you drove the car, or yo, you flipped on her. Anything that will remotely get you in trouble, you got to rethink where you at and how is this support helping you at any time. You know what I'm saying? Because this could be the difference between staying home and staying out of jail with the people that you put in your support network. You know, I have friends now from all different genres of the entertainment, to athletes, to music, to that they watching. And they might say, he said something that was to the left. It was contrary to what we believe. So we ain't calling him, we ain't inviting him. Or they may say, it looked like the doc's agenda aligns with mine. You know, and this is where the networks and relationships are formed. Because these go far. That's why I'm not the guy that's gonna ride with you today and not tomorrow. But I'm also gonna put us in a category where our relationship is based on this, and this is how we're gonna do things, you know? And I know everybody can't go to the dance. I'm clear on that, I'm sure of that. So understand the purpose of this conversation isn't to say, turn against your friends. Don't hang with this person. This person's gonna use you. No, that's not the purpose of this conversation. Reevaluate the situations. Look at, why did I hang with so-and-so? You might have had some best friends because y'all grew up on the same block. You might have had some good friends because y'all from the same country, you know? But as you move on, just saying that's my homeboy or that's my homegirl, that alone ain't gonna cut it sometimes. I'm talking about positive support network. I'm talking about somebody that's gonna push the ball for you. I'm talking about somebody that's gonna push you to be the best you can be. You know, because if I can't get that, I'm chilling. I started feeling real old lately. I'm going to bed early. I'm in the bed at certain, but then I look around and say, I'm not 15, 19, 20 years old on the corner with a 40 ounce with my homeboys laughing and joking, clowning all night. I got kids. I got houses to pay for. I got mortgages. I got bills. I got to work out. I got to make sure I don't have diabetes. I don't have anything like that. So I got to make sure I don't get that. And for those that have that, they got to watch their health. And it goes back to when we talk about social networking and positive, don't think that this NA, Narcotics Anonymous, or AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a network of people that do what? They come together for a common cause. What's the common cause? Not to drink alcohol anymore in AA, and NA not to use any drugs. So when they come together, you would think, well, that's not gonna work for me. Look at the people you around. Look at the company that you're keeping. If you don't want to drink and every day your best friend wants to go to the bar, or every time you go to his house, he got a bottle of Henny, or he got a bottle of, what's the Chevy Regal, or whatever his drink is on the table, Johnny Walker, what do you think you're going to do? What is that telling you? So again, we have to be wise on how we pick our friends, how we pick our social network. Because in real time, I'm supposed to be quote unquote a doctor, hanging with doctors, doing doctor shit. What is doctor shit? To me, that's doing things that I love to do. So I don't want to talk clinical all day with somebody. And I want to be with my friends I grew up with. I want to be with, but no, I love you, boy. I love you, my dude. But if what you do and your lifestyle is contrary to what I'm doing today, I can't mess with you. And again, anybody that's doing any of this stuff that will have them people with them lights on top of their car pull up on us and say, listen, put your hand behind your back. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do things that I have never done. I did that. I'm trying to do things, man, because there's greatness in all of us, you know? And again, thank you for coming back for this Mental Health Monday. And again, I have to, give it to you. How is this tied to your social network and your mental state of mind? Because, like I said, they say you are what you eat. You become part of the people that you hang out with. Now, this is the difference. I can hang with a crowd of people or a group of men, and we can go to conventions speaking all across the world, and we can get endorsements from everybody. I can hang with another group of men where I'm at my local courthouse, fighting an indictment, and trying to figure out why am I in trouble. So the choice is mine. Who do I want to hang out with? So if I say hanging with this person, more likely going to take me around the world and do and see things that I want to do, who am I more likely to want to hang around with? So these are the things that we have to take into consideration. But again, I'm not saying cut anybody off. I'm not saying put anybody on. I'm saying just evaluate and reevaluate and continue to reevaluate your situation and where you at. Establish that positive network, man. And it can start as simple as you in the gym or you in the barber chair, and you having a conversation with somebody. Hey, what do you do? I'm a real estate broker. Oh, what do you do? I'm a banker. Look at this. Your credit was bad and you needed a house. Look what you just possibly did. You've met someone that in finance and someone that's selling a house. But yet when you go back to the regular, it's how many grams we're gonna get. How much is an eighth? What we gonna do? What club we going to? Come on, man. If that's not taking you to where you want to be, time is not gonna wait for nobody. This moment in time, June 1st, the 2nd, Mental Health Monday, on building a positive support network will never come again. In 2023, will never come again. We can't turn back the hand of time to this moment that you look at your clock, you spent there with me. And the most or the best thing to take away from this is this. Who am I hanging out with today and why? And think about this too. Who was I with last night? And what was the purpose? And did I get joy out of that? Or did I get certain energy out of that? Even your loved ones, man. If you ain't with that person, man, loving on them, and you kind of on the fence and you ready to go, that could be detrimental to you. Knowing that you do want to be with somebody or don't, get to it. Don't hold nobody up, man. You know, I know we gotta process this and make decisions and you know, slow walk it, but you know in your heart if you went for the long ride, if you're down for the penny or the pound, you know what this is. Another thing that I'm mindful of is that whether 5 people tune into this or 5,000, again, I have to explain, this is not a clinical session. This is not therapy. So as a disclaimer, this is informational. And I appreciate the comments that I've been getting. You know, people telling me keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, Doc. You know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling a certain way, I can at least go get a piece from you. I try to give this to y'all in a way where I counsel people regularly. I can't give it to y'all, you know, in the masses the way I do individual counseling therapy. So I choose to pick these days and times on Mental Health Monday to give it to the masses of everybody to say, you know what? Let me make sure I got a word for them for the week to go on. And this whole week, I want you to leave this week saying, how do I establish a positive, not a negative that's going to get you in trouble? How do I establish a positive support network? You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to take you far. This is going to take you to places in your life that, you know, you thought you would never be. You know, getting with certain people. And I don't want to keep saying her name, but my whole life changed when somebody stepped to me and said, Doc, check this out. This is what you're doing wrong. And this is what you need to do right. And this is going to change your income from this to this. And this is going to build your network. And I'm sitting there looking at the person like, why are you telling me this? What do you want from me? And to this day, that lady's a part of my network, man. And the love is like, you know, unshakable. Because she gave it to me from the heart. You know, she gave me the jewel. And you never know where these jewels are going to come from. So don't be closed-minded. I also came up in a point where it was like, I don't mess with him because my man don't mess with him. Or I don't talk to her because that, come on. If it's beneficial, discuss it. And do this. I'm not with you this time when I'm with this person. That's like me telling you right now, I don't like your boss. Only thing you're going to tell me is if you can't pay me what the boss and the job is paying me, bro, I can't do something. But guess what the best part about this is? You ain't got to come to my job. You don't got to come to my job. You know, so establishing that positive support network, man. And we getting ready to hit this summer thing, man. And just understanding that everything that we do, man, it's a blessing, you know. And I used to take for granted that when I get up in the morning and I go to work or I go out, I was taking it for granted like I was supposed to come home. Think of this. How many people do we know went out and didn't make it home tonight? Or didn't make it home yesterday? Whether car accident, gunshot, death, violence, sickness. We're not guaranteed this thing called life, man, every day. So you got to make the best of it. Your health, you know what I'm saying? Mental and physical health is very important. And the people that you associate with, the people that you have around with you are going to help define who you are. So again, it's okay to evaluate and reevaluate every situation. Sometimes, for kicks and giggles, ask somebody, you're my friend. Why do you come hang around me? And just see what they say. They can say, because I love you. That's a good answer. But they say, no, because we could build, man. You a dreamer. You keep it pushing. You motivate me. You inspire me. Because sometimes you can be with somebody that's don't even care about you. That's just with you for the reason, because you could get them into the club, or because you got the whip. You know what I'm saying? Or because, you know what I'm saying, you got the crib, or you got the liquor. Evaluate. If you know that and they know that, then let it be that. But don't mix this up for something that it's not. See, and even today, I'm building positive relationships. That could be, you know what I'm saying, that I could go down the line and have. You know what I'm saying? I see people legacy building. Legacy building is take the total self-centeredness of what you want to do, especially if you've got kids, and say, how could this benefit my children? That's when you're no longer self-centered, when it ain't about you no more. you know? So establish that support network that could take you somewhere. Dr. Ulysses Jackson, Mental Health Monday. We're gonna talk about the thing that's gonna help you and the thing that you want to talk about. Any questions, any comments, anything y'all want to talk about, man, let me know. We're gonna get into it, and that's what we're gonna do. So until next week, man, stay tuned. Mental Health Mondays with Dr. Ulysses Jackson.